Hey, what's up, everybody? Look, you know for a fact what is going on. This is your L Dog here. Look, I want to talk about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 52 is coming up. New England and Philly. Now, you know how some of you guys probably feel. Some of you that know me, I'm not a big New England Patriots fan at all. I am not. But I will say this. I have the respect for the New England Patriots franchise as a whole. I really do. But I really don't want New England to win the Super Bowl. So um, I will go out on a limb and say that um, in my heart I want Philly to win. But if Philadelphia keeps this game close, if they continue to go three and out, New England will destroy them. It's going to happen if they continue to go three and out. So I suggest that Philly have to sustain drives in order to keep this game in reaching distance. If New England has learned anything from the Bird predecessors, the Atlanta Falcons, they will continue to keep their foot on the gas and not let up if they happen to get a lead. New England will do whatever they have to do in order to win. And I hope that Philly understands that. I hope Philly doesn't, like I said, I hope they don't keep this game close um, because unfortunately, we have seen in the past that if this game is in the hands of the referees, then strange things happen. For those of you who watch wrestling, you understand what I am saying. So, I hope in the shape, form, or fashion, that New England, no, shall I say Philly, do what they have to do and take care of business. I would like to see Philly win due to the fact it will be there. This, you know, Philadelphia fans are on their hands and knees desperately wanting to win and to bring a championship to this city. It would be very good for Philadelphia to do so. New England has had their fair share of Super Bowls, so now it is time for Philadelphia to do so. Tom Brady is probably one of the greatest quarterbacks in this generation. I'm a 49ers fan, so I'm obviously going to say Montana. But Brady has talent, has unknown talent, and he has made it work. The one thing I can say about him is that he does not um, complain about anything. He goes out and does what he's supposed to do week in and week out, year in and year out as a quarterback. So I can respect him um, as a as an athlete. But I do feel that if you put Tom Brady on his back enough times, he will get a little antsy back there. And that's the truth. The Giants did it to him on a number of occasions. And we all know the result of that. Also, my biggest fear is that um, Nick Foles is being watched by Belichick. He has 2 weeks to study. And anytime you give Belichick 2 weeks to study a quarterback, and especially a quarterback like Nick Foles, who, he's a veteran and everything, but, he hasn't seen significant playing time. Belichick has a way to get in your head during the game. And so, with that being said, by him, given 2 weeks. That could be a factor. Now, on the other side of that, Nick Foles does not have a lot of film. So Belichick doesn't have a lot to pick and choose from, which is an advantage for the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Foles. So I just hope that again, Philly is well aware of that. I would like to point something out is that how did these two teams get here? Wow, Philly had the bye week. They played against they have played against competition in the playoffs. They faced Minnesota in the NFC Championship game, which I kind of had a feeling that Philly was going to win due to the fact that Minnesota was riding their emotions of a catch. Some people call it luck. That might be what it has been, or what it was rather. And so, Minnesota was not the strongest team in the NFC Championship game by no shape, form, or fashion. Minnesota had a wonderful season, but they did not, do. I didn't feel personally that they were at that point where they could actually be in competition with Philly. New England, on the other hand, they got here by beating Jacksonville. Again, Jacksonville was a good opponent for New England. Matter of fact, they had the number one defense, and I feel like personally that Jacksonville should have, came in to New England and took care of business. But the one thing that Jacksonville did not do, they did not bring all their eggs to New England. They had all their eggs in a basket playing against Pittsburgh. They put it all out there on the line. They did what they were supposed to do. And somehow or another, when they came to New England, they dropped one of them eggs. And they could have dropped it along at halftime. But I feel like they dropped it when they touched down to Foxborough. And the reason why I say this is because Jacksonville had an opportunity to score before halftime, and they chose to take a knee. That's what they chose to do. And you can't do that against the New England Patriots. If you have New England down, you must score at all costs. That's what they did the week before. But we're not going to talk about the past. We're talking about Super Bowl 52. And so, brings us now to New England and Philly. I really hope that it's a game. I hope it's very entertaining. I just really hope that Philly comes to play and they realize what's there for them. This is an opportunity that they may not ever get back. So I hope that they understand that this is their time. This is what they can do. And I hope they take advantage of it. If not, then they're going to always wonder what happened. Now, as I've said, I'm a 49ers fan. I look for the 49ers to be in this position next year. not Philly. And whoever we play, we need to come out victorious. But we're talking about 53. Let's talk about 50. We're going to continue to talk about 52. I went away for a second. Yeah, I just hope that this is a game. If New England wins the Super Bowl, I will never hear the end of it. Never. And those of you who are listening, you know who you are. I will never hear the end of it. So, with that being said, I'm out. And you guys sit back and enjoy Super Bowl 52. I will be back with another podcast. Don't know what I'm going to talk about. I do it on the fly. This is like a trial thing for me anyway. This is like my first podcast. So I hope I did all right. All right. Well, look, you guys be blessed. Talk to you guys real soon.